President, Bill Finley, Vice President, and the standard bearer, City Councilman, 2nd Ward, Elizabeth Skatarski. With that, I'd like to call upon the City Council at large candidates that are here in the room. I see some of them, Ed Jackus, I recognize. Would you like to come up, Ed? What we're doing, Ed, we're being flexible about the time. You know, 2.5 minutes example, but if you run over, that's okay. All right? So stand over here. Sure. It is being taped for, and this is going to be played on cable, so you're going to get all that additional exposure. Welcome.
Thank you, everybody. I just want to start by telling you a little bit about myself. My name is Ed Jackus. I'm a lifelong resident of Elizabeth. I'm 37 years old. And born and raised right here in Bay Way, to tell you the truth. As a matter of fact, I was raised right over here in Ravlac Manor. If you recall that, Mrs. Mills, yes. And I remember when it was a great time living in Bay Way. I had a lot of fun growing up in Bay Way. I went to St. Hedwig's Grammar School right up the street, then on to School 22, and finally finishing up at Roosevelt Middle School, and then on to Thomas Jefferson. I remember Bay Way as a very viable place. I remember, of course, Ann's across the street, where you could go across the street by a great eclair. Those places are not here anymore. Why? I have no idea. What this team is about, what I am about, is to try to bring those little stores back into our neighborhoods, to make it a viable place again. I think the city of Elizabeth needs that. I think we have some problems in our main district, the business district, the Broad Street area. As I've walked this area the last 2 days, going door to door, I found that many people feel the same way I do. And it's time for a change. We need some new leadership in the city. And hopefully, some of you in this room right now, I can't say all of you, but some of you will listen to what I'm saying right now, and you'll, when you close the curtain on June 2nd, you will give the Bowich team, you will give myself and my teammates Orlando Edreira and Patricia Perkins, who is not here tonight, you will give us a vote of confidence so that we can make some changes and overhauls in the city. We're in dire need of changes. And to tell you the truth, as I go through the city, Peterstown, Upper Elmora, the 3rd Ward, people want a change, and it's going to come. It's going to come. Believe me. Thank you very much. It was nice speaking with you.
My name is Matthew Androwitz. I'm a lifelong resident of Elizabeth. Grew up in Bay Way also. As you walk the streets of the city, one of the biggest problems facing us is the crime. The crime has increased over the years, as we all know. I feel one of the biggest advantages of handling the crime are the neighborhood watch programs. I've attended several of them. I've seen the results that they generate. I feel that we need encouragement from our council and mayor to continue these programs and build them up in areas where they haven't been formed yet. I also feel strongly about generating programs for the youth. I've seen other cities where they have a midnight youth basketball league on the weekends to get some of these kids off the street. They show them some alternative to crime or drugs. I feel we may even be able to start intercity youth league sports. There's the Elmore Association, there's the North Elizabeth Youth League. We can have intercity competition to hopefully bring some pride back to the sections of the city that have been lost. Also, we have to bring some businesses back, and some of the problems with businesses leaving Elizabeth is the crime, if you go down any street in Elizabeth, you can see the dirt and the garbage in the street. We have to get that cleaned up. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. I'd like to call upon Wayne Everett.
say thank you. My name is Wayne Avery, and I am running for councilman at large, and it does seem like a Bayway reunion here, because I grew up down in the Brickyard, relocated Bayway. I worked right down the street here at the Fredericks Lake and Recreation Center, which I was the director of for about 5 years or so. 2.5 minutes is not a long time to, or not enough time to be able to say what changes and all the problems that you might want to address in the city. So I think it would be better for me to tell you why I want to be on the city council. I walk through Bayway every day, take the bus to Broad Street, and go up to TKR cable where I'm the sports director. And I get to meet a lot of people and talk to people as I go along. And anytime you get on the subject of government and talk to people about who you like, who you're going to vote for in this election, a lot of people look at you and say, well, it really doesn't matter, because it's the same thing. No matter who you're going to vote for, they just do the same thing. It goes on and on and on. And for a while, I just said, well, it doesn't seem right. I never looked at it that way. And then I started looking at it that way and saw that it's true. You see a lot of the same faces all the time. And a lot of the ideas continue to be the same ideas over and over and over again. What I'd like to do is become a member of City Council and maybe get some new ideas, talk to the people, be able to walk through the streets as I do now, and talk to the people and ask them what they want to change in the city. I think that's the important thing, more than continuing the same ways of the same faces here and the same faces there. That's why I want to be on City Council, to see the city change and to become a better city. Thank you.
I'd like to call upon Orlando Edreira, former Board of Education Commissioner of Elizabeth.
Being a college professor, if you don't mind, I'm going to read my statement. My name is Orlando Edreira. Thank you very much for inviting me. For the last 40 years of my life, I have been a teacher. This includes teaching at the elementary and secondary level, 7 years at Columbia University in the city of New York, and these past 24 years at Kane College of New Jersey. While pursuing my teaching career, I not only found time to raise a family, but also to help our community in the following capacities. Member of the United States Military Academy Screening Committee, including West Point, Annapolis, and U.S. Air Force Academy. Member of the New Jersey Advisory Council for Adult Continuing Community Education. Chairman and co-founder of Proceed Incorporated. Member of the Community Advisory Board of the Community Mental Health Center of Elizabeth General Hospital. Member of the State Board of Education, and many others. As a member of the Elizabeth City Council, I will have the opportunity to continue serving our community, following the same principles I have governed my life, which are honesty, decency, and integrity. These principles have enhanced my 40 years of professional career and helped me attain 3 doctoral degrees. Most recently, as Commissioner of Education for the City of Elizabeth, I always had as a priority the interests of all the children of our city. I always oppose any decision or policy that could jeopardize the education of our children or my integrity. My record as an elected official in that or any other capacity speaks for itself. As a member of the Elizabeth City Council, I'm committed to the following. 1, fair representation and access to municipal government. 2, fighting crime by increasing police visibility, by improving the relationship between our community and the police force. 3, introduce ordinances that will provide incentives for investments that create jobs. 4, provide support to all shopping districts in the city. 5, to promote educational and training programs that will prepare the workforce for the 21st century. Therefore, I'm hereby asking you to vote back the Moskewicz team, which includes my friend Ed Jackus, Patricia Perkins, and myself, as well as Bob Menendez and the other members of the Democratic Party. Thank you very much.